Hey guys, welcome back. Just a heads up, this is like the third time I've had to record this because my kids are like in crazy mode right now. Okay, so 9-week pregnancy update. I'll talk about symptoms. I had my first appointment. I'll show you guys the ultrasound picture. I didn't physically get one because she said that their machine sucks. So I'll just show you what I was able to take on my phone, and we will go from there. So for symptoms, I do have my appetite back finally. I say finally, it's only been a couple weeks. But it's been a long couple weeks of not being able to eat. So I have my appetite back, but when I go to eat, like especially if I'm like eating dinner or something with my kids, I can only take a couple bites and then I get super nauseous. But I'm slowly starting to eat more. I haven't thrown up yet, so that's, knock on wood, not gonna happen. I'm still always tired, but that's just, I have 5 kids. I'm always tired. It's summer break. They go back to school in just a couple days. Thank goodness. I still have pretty sore boobs. Well, not that they're so, well, maybe they're sore, tender. I don't know the difference. They're really tender. I do notice, this has been the last like 2 weeks, especially, that like in between my belly button, like right underneath it, and like my pants, where my pants sit, especially at nighttime, like if I go to get out of bed, just that area, obviously, you know, my uterus is growing up, but it just feels like it's just being ripped. Like it hurts if I move the wrong way. But that's about it. Yeah, that's all I got for symptoms. And I've already forgot what I said I was going to talk about. So I had my first appointment 4 days ago, and I was worried that I wasn't going to get an ultrasound because I'm used to going, like when I go actually see the OB, you know, they have like the little ultrasound machine in the room. So I'm like, all right, maybe I'm not going to get one from here. You know, maybe they're going to send me to the radiology place and they'll do it. You know, I didn't know. So she finishes like my exam, finishes talking to me, tells me to get dressed, and her nurse will take me to the ultrasound room. And I'm like, oh, thank God. Like, you know, just because I've had just mother's intuition, I'm just like, let's see, you know, let's see the baby. So we go into the ultrasound room, and obviously she was running behind. It was my first appointment, so I had been there already like an hour. No big deal. I knew it was going to take a long time anyways. So like I wasn't expecting some in and out. I'm a new patient, new pregnancy. There's a lot to go over. So I get in the ultrasound room, and I'm in there for like probably 10 minutes at least. And then she comes in apologizing. You know, I'm a medical assistant. I know doctors are not always on time. It's just they get caught up with the patient. Like, I know, like, you don't have to explain to me. I completely 110% understand. So obviously for like earlier in the pregnancy ultrasounds, they have to do it transvaginally. So like I'm on the bed in stirrups, probe goes in, and like I can't see the screen at first, but the look on her face, I was like, oh my God, there's nothing in there. Like, that's the first thing I thought. And I've had a miscarriage before, so like, you know, all of those thoughts are running through my mind, like, well, why am I bleeding, blah, blah, blah. And just the look on her face, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Just the look on her face, I figured we were empty. Well, my daughter was with me, so I was talking to her, and the doctor kind of turns the screen a little bit towards me, and I don't think I had looked yet, just because I'm like, you know, there's not going to be anything in there, because judging by the way this lady's face just looked, you know, I'm not ready for that. So she's like, look, do you see that? And I look over. This is what I see. Now it's on my phone, so I apologize for the glare, but I'm going to try to do it without. Now, this is what we see. Do y'all see that? I was like, shut the F up. And then I start crying because I'm like, holy she balls. There's two. There's twins. Now, backtrack. I was jokingly told a couple people, like, oh my god, I would die if it was twins. Like, oh, it's probably twins. Haha. We're so funny. Y'all, I totally called that we were having twins. Not only that, judging by the picture, sorry, I'm gonna do this on my other phone, and how they're sitting, stop. They look like they're identical twins. Not just twins, identical twins. Now, Chris wasn't with me for this appointment just because it's summertime. I didn't really want my vag up in the air for all the children to see. Well, time out, let me backtrack. So Chris was not with me. It was just me and our 6-year-old. And so she's like, yeah, there's two. And I'm like, no, there's not. Like, turn this ultrasound machine off mirror image. Let's see the baby. No, guys, there's twins. Most likely identical twins. Okay. So she does her measurements. Let's see if I can show you. So this baby right here is measuring 9 weeks on Thursday. And this baby right here was measuring 9 weeks one day. This baby's heartbeat was 148 and was squirming the whole time. It was hilarious. And I was like laughing and shaking. And this baby's heart rate was 168. Now is when it gets real. So, probe comes out, I sit up, and she starts talking to me. Well, because it's twins, I'm just going to keep your due date as March 13th. Obviously, you will have them sooner, typically about 38 weeks, if not probably before that. So, depending on what type of twins they are, meaning, do they share a placenta? Do they each have their own placenta? Do they have the same sac? Are they in separate sacs? Will determine where I get my care after that. If they are, I don't know, I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% sure, but I think if they share a placenta, they're going to have to move me, they're going to transfer my care. But if they have different placentas, I can stay there. Judging by that picture, I'm no radiologist, not an ultrasound tech. She also didn't really look. She just kind of measured them, got a heart rate. But judging by the picture, it looks like they are in the same sac, which most likely means they're sharing a placenta. Now, Tuesday, so in 2 days, I go in for an ultrasound to hopefully, I mean, we will be able to see, but to see a placenta, both placentas. Hopefully there's a membrane dividing them, because if not, if they're in the same sac, that shoots me through the roof for super high risk pregnancy. And most of you guys know I'm ready to go back to work. Spent the summer with my kids, took some time to woosah myself from my previous job, just the experience. That's a whole different story. So if they turn out, I think it's called Momo twins. If it turns out that's what they are, meaning they share a placenta and are in the same sac, just from what I've been reading, which you really shouldn't read anything on Google, but there will be ultrasounds every 2 weeks, and roughly deliveries at 32 weeks. I'm hoping they're in their own sacs, just so we can go a little bit longer, letting them cook. Yeah. So, I'm hoping Tuesday we get some good answers. Oh, and by the way, they had to take 10 vials of blood. It was crazy. Not only that, I have to do a 24-hour urine, and because we live about 45 minutes to an hour from the clinic I went to, I have to do that tomorrow. So then I can drop it off before my ultrasound on Tuesday. So I'm just like, so much fun going on. So, but anyways, let me backtrack. So after the ultrasound and doctor was done talking to me before I went and got labs and stuff, Chris texted me and he's like, how many? And I texted him back a picture of the ultrasound. And we're both kind of just like, we're just dumbfounded right now. Like, 2. So, to be continued. I will update after my ultrasound on Tuesday. Hopefully I have some more pictures. Right now we're just gonna kind of go with it and just hoping for good news. Hopefully I don't have to transfer care, because the care that I have to transfer to, I'm just not a fan of the hospital. From an employee standpoint, from a patient standpoint, I don't care for it. And also because when I was in preterm labor with my oldest, I was there, and because it's a teaching hospital, like, yeah, I just didn't have a good time. So, but I know how to maneuver around the hospital, so that's not that bad. But we'll see what happens. I'm shocked. Oh, and I've gained 3 pounds. But I don't know if that's like stay-at-home mom related or if that's pregnancy related. So, no belly shot because I'm still fluffy. And yeah, twins. There are 2 babies in my belly, which explains how come I just had a feeling I was pregnant. It explains why my test came before my period was even late. It just, I don't know. It just, a lot of things are explained. But yeah, this is what she put 2 arrows, and then you can't see it, but up here it says twins, and that's what she had me send to Chris. So we are expecting twins. 9-week pregnancy update. Stay tuned for, I'll probably just update you guys 10 weeks. So next weekend after my ultrasound and how the week goes. And I don't go back to see, well, I don't know if it's her or who it's going to be until September, unless my care transfers. But like I said, hopefully, I'm asking tons of questions on Tuesday. I'm gonna drive them crazy. But thank you guys for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. Leave some name suggestions in the comments. Our other kids, it alternates in between AN and YN endings, and I told Chris that the twins have to have separate names, and he said no, and I said yeah. So leave name suggestions down below. Subscribe to stay caught up on this. Shit's about to be crazy. We are expecting twins, and I'm just like, I was as big as a house with baby number 5. Baby number 6 and 7, I'm gonna be as big as the White House. Lord help me. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Until next time.